How the KC Chiefs can win the second wave of 2024 NFL free agency with defensive additions. Urgent Chiefs fan, look what happened. Nobody was waiting for this, huh? Before, subscribe to the channel, because there are videos every day with the latest news from Kansas City Chiefs, and to not miss anything, don't forget to turn on the notification bell. The Kansas City Chiefs only signed 2 outside free agents during the first wave of 2024 NFL free agency, and both were offensive players. The performance of Steve Spagnuolo's defense was a major factor in the team's ability to reach and win Super Bowl 58 a season ago. While they're mostly running it back with the same pieces, the team could still improve their depth in several areas on defense as they look toward the 2024 NFL season. With $7.6 million in cap space, they have the money for a few smaller deals, which could occur either before or after the draft. Here is a look at 4 players who could certainly help on the defensive side of the ball. DT Lawrence guy. I don't particularly think the Chiefs need another run-stopping veteran defensive lineman, but if they found themselves looking for one, this is who they should go after on a 1-year deal. Guy is 34 years old and has a ton of NFL experience with over 177 games played and 122 career starts, and he could be chasing a second ring in the twilight of his career. The veteran defensive tackle was released by the Pats ahead of free agency, so he won't count against the compensatory pick formula. He has also played for both DL coach Joe Cullen and LB coach Brendan Daly in the past, so there is certainly some level of familiarity on the coaching staff. Pause this news, just to say that if you want YouTube to continue recommending the latest news from Kansas City to you, then it is very important that you leave a like on this video. It costs. Let's continue with the news. Rashod Green. If the Chiefs want to add a young, but experienced edge rusher to their defensive end rotation, Green seems to be one of the top players available. At 6'4" and 280 pounds, he very much meets the size and length requirements that Steve Spagnuolo looks for. He had a career year with the Seahawks back in 2021, but he hasn't quite been able to get to that level of production again, with 5.5 sacks and 57 total tackles in 35 games played over the past 2 seasons with Houston and Chicago. If you can't get Mike Dana back in the fold, you can do a lot worse than Green. LB Isaiah Simmons. Bringing home the Olathe North standout would be a popular move in Kansas City, and not just because of his ties to the area. Simmons is an impressive athlete who hasn't exactly been used effectively at the NFL level. He has 5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, 10 passes defended, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 defensive touchdowns over the past 2 NFL seasons. Rest assured that Steve Spagnuolo could find a way to use the 25-year-old hybrid defender to the best of his ability. He could be the missing piece for their big nickel and dime sub-packages. CB Adoree Jackson. The Chiefs don't exactly need another cornerback unless they were to move on from L'Jarius Sneed ahead of, during, or after the 2024 NFL Draft. Jackson is still just 28 years old and has started in 36 games over the past 3 seasons with the Giants, recording 2 interceptions and 23 passes defended in that span. This move would be as much about special teams as it would be about defense, as Jackson is a dynamic return specialist. He hasn't done it much in recent seasons, but that'd surely be part of his role in Kansas City. And now, Chiefs fan, I want to hear from you. Which of these 4 players do you think is the best name to defense the Chiefs? Put your opinion in the comments. I don't know if you know, but your opinion is very important for Kansas City Chiefs. At any time I will be back with more news from Kansas City Chiefs.